Likutei Moharan, Torah Tes. We're holding a Sif Gimel. So after we explained that when a person davens and puts his entire energy into this davening, his tefillah goes into the gate, into the shar of his shevet, of his tribe, and he's zeicha to new koiches, new energy in avodas Hashem. And he's also zeicha to zivug, and to parnasa, and to bring down shefa to the world. And we also said that the person needs a really, really big merit so that his tefillah should actually enter the Shemayim through the gate that is shaykh to her. And Yaakov Avinu had the koyach to elevate the tefillahs to the shah. Now we're going to, the Rebbe is going to explain how a person can be zeicha to overcome all the manias and the disturbances to actually putting all the koyachas into the davening. You know, okay, once you are able to put all the koyachas into the davening, you know, then you got it made, everything, you know, everything's Hashem. But that's the problem, right, isn't it? You know, how do you put your koyachas into this? We saw that prayer is incredible. It can bring a person to new koyches avodas Hashem. He puts chas in all the world. The person is real, parnasa. But this is when the tefillah is the way it's supposed to be. You know, when you put all the koyches in the tefillah, and you aim properly. You know, you're connecting your mind to the words you're saying. Then it goes. Aval kshe'odavod mispalel. When a person stands up to that and says Avinu, az ba'im machshavazos v'klipes v'muzavim lo'isei. You're starting to daven. Ma'aseh Satan lo, behold, who comes? Vayavo Haman. All the machshavas, all the klippas, and everybody comes in. And a person remains in the darkness. In the darkness of the klippas and the tumah, and he's not zeichet to the light of kedusha. And he's not capable of davening. You know, properly with the seirus, you know, the hava, the way it's supposed to be. As it is says in Eichel, Sakoiso v'odoloch mavot filo, you have blocked my route to you, for the tefillah to come to you, you know, with a cloud. You put a cloud there. You covered the heavens with a cloud so the tefillah should not, you know, would not come to you. And alluded in this, the clouds is in Simon Beis Osrei, that the clouds we're talking about are two clouds. This is Romi Rabasi and Romi Zeirto, the great Rome and the small Rome. This is the Klippas Esav and Klippas Ishmael. These are the two anomaly, these are the two clouds that block the tefillah from going up, that block you from actually, you know, putting that are preventing us from investing everything in tefillah. Around the wicked will go. And in this particular pasuk that the Rashoim are going around, which means the klippas, they surround you. Kirum zulus, like B'Mishas HaTfilah. Chazal said, what is Kirum zulus of Bnei Adam? Like the exaltedness of something which is very cheap to people. So so Chazal says, what are we talking about? What about something which is very, very exalted, that is very cheap by people? Chazal said, that's the tefillah. Tefillah is dvarim ha'oimdim beruma shel olam. These are things, these are issues that stand at the top of the world. Ubnei adam zalzalim b'hem, and people like they just want to get rid of it. The tefillah is standing in at the top of the world. And since a person is not davening the chavoma and service the way it's supposed to, the koich, the tefillah doesn't have the capacity, the ability to bring in new koiches. And also the tefillah doesn't have the koich to go up, to elevate. So Mimelet cannot go up to its roots and to elevate to the roots of where it's supposed to get to. Says Rabbeinu V'da shesh psochim arbe b'choshech hazeh. There are a lot of openings in this choshech that the person is in. Latzes misham. So the person should go out. Kmo shamru Chazal, as Chazal said, habal etam poschim lo. Anybody who wants to fly the coop, to get off the kedusha, the children of kedusha, no problem. They're opening doors and there are many openings there. Yesh lo psochim arbe has a lot of openings to go to slide into tumah. Nimtzo, so being that when a person wants to be metamed something, there's a lot of opportunities to go to tumah. There's a lot of capabilities to go to tumah. Nimtzo shesh v'psochim arbe b'choshech גם לצאת משם. Any portal is a two-directional. I mean, if there's a Pesach to go out, there's a Pesach to come in. So that you can come back to Kedusha. In the same doors, you're able to come from the Tumah into the Kedusha. Where a person is blind and he does not know how to find the door to get out of the darkness. You should know that through the emes, you're zoche to find the door. This is the shmuz that I would like to talk about tomorrow, but basically the nekuda that I want to talk about this here is that whenever you find yourself in any kind of a tight spot, the first thing you need to do is to talk the truth. They say that, in the art of war, Clausewitz, the German war scholar, whatever it is, he has a lot of principles of war that govern, real war. And the thing is, there's a lot you can learn from the Avodas Hashem. So, one of the things that, for instance, one of the things that he says is, it's called in German, Schwerpunktbildung. Means you're supposed to concentrate your forces to hit at the one spot that if that one spot was broke down, you finish the whole thing. This is your main objective, and you concentrate your forces onto this. In other words, don't try to accomplish this and this and this and this. Take one thing, that's the thing, go ahead and do it. That's the one thing. But the first thing that they have what's called an estimate of the situation. Estimate of a situation of where am I? You want to find out where it is. You estimate, you don't know for sure. I said, but to start the estimate, that the estimate should be useful for you, is to start from facts. What do you know for sure? If a person is in financial trouble, usually the reason why people get more and more embroiled is because they never actually stop, maybe even use somebody who is a mumche in this, and said, where am I? What are the facts? What is the truth? What am I spending when I'm not supposed to spend? What is the emes? The emes in itself already shows you the Pesach out of it, out of the darkness. When you find what you're doing, you find what you're doing wrong. If you're doing wrong, you can see, okay, there's a way I can correct this or correct that, whatever it is. Boom, 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 and not that complicated. Kal v'chor b'kedusha. The beginning of getting out of the choshech, because when you're in the darkness, it seems so overwhelming and so confusing, there's no way out. Got mixed up with the mafia, with the gray market, with this, with the that, whatever. If you just find out, okay, this is my situation, this is what I did, whatever it is, and you go and you can solve it. Everything is solvable. You have to start from the facts. You can start from else. We'll talk about it in Hashem more.